So it looks like we have come full circle in the TJ Holmes and Amy Robach drama, and as expected, it looks like a breakup is right around the corner because TJ is now accusing Amy of betraying him after she took a big money offer and left him in the dust. Their relationship has been drama after drama, and it looks like it just might be game over for these two, and it's all because of money. Okay, so in case you somehow missed it, the scandal started last year when the Daily Mail posted pictures that exposed TJ and Amy sneaking around with each other and having a full-blown affair. And what made the scandals even juicier was the fact that they were both married to other people at the time. TJ was married to Marilee Fiebig, and Amy was married to actor Andrew Shue, and both families were close friends at the time. Amy and Andrew's daughters even babysat TJ and Marilee's kids. The affair quickly grew into a big juicy scandal, which led to TJ and Amy getting suspended from their job on Good Morning America 3. And if you're wondering what their affair had to do with their job, it's because they were co-anchors on the show. Plus, Good Morning America 3 runs on ABC, which is owned by Disney. Disney is a family-centered company, and this type of scandal is the type of thing that they would prefer to avoid at all costs. At first, TJ and Amy felt like the network was being unfair to them, and an anonymous source spoke to People magazine on their behalf, saying this was two consenting adults who were each separated. They both broke up with their spouses in August within weeks of each other. The relationship didn't start until after that. She's got nothing to hide. They were both separated, so they felt very comfortable dating in the open after that. Their spouses had moved out even, so they were not hiding anything. But then the situation got worse when TJ was exposed for having multiple affairs with other women on the network, making it clear that Amy was just one of his mistresses. Page 6 revealed just how deep his affairs went, saying, still suspended, GMA3 co-host TJ Holmes had a suspected in-office romp with another junior staffer. The insider claims the alleged encounter occurred in 2015, the same year a then-married Holmes allegedly had a months-long affair with subordinate Jasmine Petaway, whom he allegedly did the nasty with in his office. Our source tells us this woman was in her mid-20s and worked as an overnight associate producer at ABC at the time of the alleged encounter. The source continued, Holmes and the staffer, who is no longer with the network, were allegedly in his office sometime after 3 a.m. with the door closed. We're told a bunch of rustling could be heard coming from inside the room, and that the woman emerged looking completely flushed and like a deer in headlights. It turned out that Amy was unaware of the affairs and genuinely believed that she was the only woman at the network that TJ had been romantically involved with. So it was shocking for her to find out that she was, in fact, not the only one. This caused some issues between them at first, with a source saying Amy was blindsided by the volume of boyfriend TJ Holmes' alleged past affairs and feels like she is collateral damage in the scandal. But for some reason, Amy decided to stick by her new man. Anyways, once he got exposed for the other affairs, it became clear that there was no way on earth that Disney was going to let him keep his job. And Amy kind of really became a collateral damage, because if they were letting TJ go on the grounds that he had affairs, they had to let Amy go as well. So the network released a statement confirming that they were letting him and Amy go, saying, after several productive conversations with Amy Robach and TJ Holmes about different options, we all agreed it's best for everyone that they move on from ABC News. We recognize their talent and commitment over the years and are thankful for their contributions. And actually, they both tried to fight their dismissal and even hired lawyers, but they eventually decided not to pursue the case any further. They were rumored to have received a juicy severance package from the network, and this is probably why they decided to not sue. Plus, they were hopeful that they were going to get new jobs almost immediately. They had great resumes, years of experience in the field, and they were kind of famous. So they kind of assumed that they were going to get hired by another big network in a blink of an eye. And for some time, it felt like they were going to stick together through thick and thin, and they even tried to get a job together at the same network. And an insider said, they're pitching themselves as a duo. They've pitched a reality show, docuseries, and daytime talk show, all of which they know will be popular and people will watch. Amy has said whatever they do, this is about real love and they're in it together. If that doesn't work out, they will vouch for each other and help each other. They won't let each other fall. Their love is inspiring both of them to keep encouraging each other and to help each other. But they got a dose of reality when they found out that very few places were willing to even give them interviews. A source revealed just how desperate Amy and TJ had gotten, saying these two had totally convinced themselves they were the new Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton, and job offers would come flooding in. But so far, all of their meetings with TV execs have resulted in a big fat nothing. They'd take anything. I think they'd host a game show at this point. They have been out of a job for months now, and at this point, I just know that their desperation has to be sky high. However, they did try to spin this another way, and a source claimed that they were just taking a break from work, saying they're enjoying their romantic breaks, so are in no rush. They are doing stuff together that they didn't do in their marriages. Right now, they're not focused so much on working because they're enjoying each other and their relationship in the open. With all that talk about sticking through thick and thin and vouching for each other, well, it looks like it was all for nothing because Amy has decided to abandon TJ in the dust because new reports have it that she is now chasing the bag and finalizing a $1 million deal with News Nation for her own primetime show. According to Radar Online, News Nation initially considered hiring TJ and Amy as a duo, but they eventually decided to drop TJ and go with Amy alone. It turns out that Amy isn't so committed to the whole ride or die thing with TJ because she immediately jumped at the offer to drop TJ without thinking twice. And according to an inside source, TJ feels betrayed by Amy because he believed that they were in this together. He never genuinely believed that she would ever switch up this fast, and he is starting to look at her a different type of way after this. And y'all want to know the most embarrassing part about it? It's the fact that his ex-wife and Amy's ex-husband recently started a business that is projected by experts to be super successful, and they are on the path to making millions of dollars with their partnership. And many believe that they just partnered up to spit at TJ. So it looks like everybody is winning in this situation except TJ, and he's heartbroken about this. But fans have zero pity for him, and they left comments saying, "This isn't surprising, unfortunately, but let's see if she'll stick around knowing she's the one bringing in the money and he isn't. That might mess with his ego and lead to resentment. I'll just watch and see how this plays out. Congrats to her on her new opportunity. All of his past behavior is finally catching up to him. He's just not worth the risk to these networks. And after what he put his wife through, he deserves all that karma." So what do you guys think about this TJ situation? Do you think that Amy is going to stick by him for long, or do you think that she is going to dump him the first chance she gets? Drop your thoughts below and then check out this next video.